close the gap here against the Mavericks.
Jack is over there.
Props for you missed it at EA Sports DFW just joined us here in the studio. Fully vaccinated, ladies, so you want to get over there.
Those antibodies
get those antibodies from him if you don't have any. This guy right here's got them. Hop in his DMs, lady. Get that spread on you. Get those antibodies.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody on Tinder, I was going through advertised that they were fully vaccinated.
Yeah, we gotta get this. We need to let you know that we're no risk when you come over here. That's what
I'm telling you right now. You gotta show that card before you get in.
Jesus Christ.
Make sure it's available.
I mean, Lindsay's here in the studio, guys.
Listen.
Can you try to keep it together?
Sorry. I apologize.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry you had to go through this, Lindsay.
Sorry, Lindsay.
But let's talk about something that's near and dear to Lindsay's heart, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, that is the reason
Doesn't
why
sound like it.
That's the reason why she is here.
Very negative.
No, that's called being real.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
I mean,
Learn about it.
she's been a Dallas Cowboy fan since forever, right?
My whole life.
Her whole life.
My whole life.
Her whole life,
Yeah.
yeah. Her whole life.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's not happy because she's come to Dallas to be here, and the Cowboys have done not a whole lot for her since she's been here. And I kind of agree with her. I would be upset, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, okay. So the reason why EA is saying I'm a hater is because, you know, they're talking, you guys, they're all excited. Everybody's talking about the draft picks and what's going to happen and trades and shit. And I'm just like, bro, I've been a Dallas Cowboys fan my whole life. None of this shit means nothing because every year we have talent. We've never had an issue going out and getting talent. Ever, never, ever. Okay? The problem is, again, and y'all, I already know what y'all gonna come out
Pac-Man
for saying
Jones.
this, but
Terrell
it is a fact. Until we have another Jimmy Johnson at that head coach, we will do nothing with the talent as we've done since he's left. Nothing with the talent, period, end of story.
Well,
so I don't get excited about the draft. I don't care because until I see action on the field, it means nothing.
It means nothing, yeah.
Say Barry Switzer did win that Super Bowl, right?
Jimmy Johnson's team, Troy
But-
Aikman even said it. So that doesn't count.
But it was
Deion
it was
was
talent.
Deion was
I mean, it had to be coached.
Charles
But it was
Haley.
Jimmy Johnson's team
Jimmy
that he
Johnson didn't
coached,
go after
though.
Charles Haley. That was more Jerry Jones.
Anyways, that was one. Hey, guess what? But that was 1 year. Barry Switzer got his ring, got out, and then what happened?
Actually, they won.
Nothing.
He stayed for another 4 years.
Nothing happened after that year, correct? 95. Anything happened after 95?
No.
Okay. All right. Point exactly.
Deion
So
stayed
it's
till
hard for
2001.
me. It's hard for me to get any kind of excited for any kind of talent, even though it is exciting. I know why you guys are excited. I understand because you're like, oh shit, yeah. But no.
Yeah.
I'll counter this. Yes, we've had talent before, and we've had no talent, and it keeps going. But so have all the teams in the NFL.
But we
It's
don't
not-
care about anything but the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I understand that, but again, what else are you gonna do? We're just gonna sit there and be like, ignore it. What's going on? No, we got to talk about it. That's the point. So we can be excited and be like, okay, that's a positive move. And me and Billy were excited because the Cowboys, like I tried.
And Billy's a diehard Cowboy fan. This guy here,
am.
he bleeds Cowboy blue.
Yeah.
My point is this: that the Cowboys made some, I thought, some good moves for the not participating early in the free agency. They made some very good moves that signify that the draft, once it comes draft season, we're more open to drafting. And at the number 10 spot, there is going to be some very good opportunities, including a very once in a lifetime generational talent in Kyle Pitts, who just. Did you see that 40 times?
I did.
I was in awe.
Amazing.
Kyle Pitts could be that tight end.
Is he a tight end?
Yes.
Well, we don't need another tight end.
He's a
take
receiver.
it.
No,
Time out. So remember when last year, and I was like, well, we don't need CD Lamb because we got our receiving core, and you kept telling me, don't worry, we're getting CD Lamb. Okay, it's the same situation.
Well, hold on. Well, I'm glad you feel that way because if they get him, guess who's leaving?
No.
Michael Gallup.
No.
You're not gonna be able to give the ball to all those people.
Yeah, you
so
can.
somebody's gone, and you know who's gonna be gone. So go
Kellen-
ahead and have your little fun with your little Cow Pitts.
Listen, Kellen's smart enough to know how to get everybody the
Is
ball.
he though?
There's a reason.
He
There's
is.
a reason his name is in trade conversations.
Because
So if we're
those are dumb.
smart at picking talent, and draft picks. Why are we not smart picking head coaches? Why?
We don't.
For the love of God.
You don't like Mike
The
McCarthy?
Mavericks don't have a problem picking head coaches. They pick good head coaches.
Are we not liking? Why are we all hating on Mike McCarthy?
I don't know why this side.
I don't have a problem with McCarthy.
You're included in this curve.
He got 1 more year. He gets a pass for 2020 because #pandemic problems.
Right.
Period. This year, no pass.
So wait, hold on. What?
No pass.
Well, you got to give a coach at least 4.
I mean, he's
4 or
got to
5
get.
years.
He
He's got
just
to
got
implement
in.
his whole program.
He just got in. Now listen,
like college
am I
business.
saying Mike McCarthy in 2020 was like, oh wow, no, he had some stuff in his head.
There's no
Coaching for
coach.
a
There's
couple
no
years,
coach that
too.
came in his first year and balled out. There is.
And it's very rare if you're going to have that situation. Also,
That's his first year?
What was that?
I don't think he did it in his first.
No, he didn't know. No,
They had
That
some.
team's
They had
pretty
some
bad.
injury
no
problems.
coaches really came in the first year. I'm pretty sure somebody will
All right,
find
I'll
it
give
and do
y'all
it.
that. He gets a year pass.
Listen. Mike McCarthy. We'll see what happens. Am I saying he's the Jimmy Johnson? I don't know. We'll see. The guy's won a Super Bowl ring. Now everyone's going, oh, he did with Aaron Rodgers. Well, let me tell you this: with Brett Favre, an ancient Brett Favre in 2007, he took that Packers team on 13-3, and they got in the NFC Championship game, losing to the eventual champion Giants.
Aaron Rodgers called him an outdated play caller. That's what Aaron Rodgers called him.
They hate each
guy,
other.
man.
What do you think they're gonna? You think he's not gonna talk bad about the guy he does not like?
Yeah, I mean,
they don't like
fuck
each
Aaron
other.
Rodgers, man. I mean, and
By the way, and yeah,
He had Aaron Rodgers in his prime.
Okay, Matt LaFleur had Aaron Rodgers, and what have they done?
Almost went to the Super Bowl.
yeah,
Did
almost
they?
doesn't
Did
count.
they?
Brandy told us that.
Brandon did that. It wasn't his song.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
Randy.
just saying. My point being is that we
1998.
yes, I know there's some hesitation on Mike McCarthy, but let's give him this year and see what happens. We got a better defensive
All right.
coordinator.
I mean,
let's see what
I'm not
happens. We'll see what
Listen,
happens.
I don't disagree with that statement, but I ain't gonna be excited about it.
Okay, we didn't say you'd be excited. We're just talking about the prospects right now.
I just think I think with the Cowboys, man, I am excited about Mike McCarthy, okay, because I think he has it in him to take this team to the next level. This is just my opinion, okay. I think that last
That's
year,
a true Cowboys fan right
no,
there.
in all seriousness, though, man.
That's we going to Super Bowl
Well,
every year, Cowboy fan
No, well,
right
if you
there.
think about it, even in Green Bay, people talk about, oh, he only won one Super Bowl. Well, you got to keep in mind they were one idiot tight end away from going to the Super Bowl in that NFC Championship game, where the Seahawks kicked the onside kick. All dude had to catch it. They're in the Super Bowl, so there's another Super Bowl appearance. They have, be it with Aaron Rodgers, they've been around. That team was the model of consistency for all those years. So we can't just make it seem like this is just some guy that doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He came into a Cowboys franchise that has been dysfunctional for a very long time. Let's give the man a chance to kind of get in and set his ways, set the culture for what he wants. You still got a lot of Garrett guys that are there, a lot of them.
We'll get into some of those guys.
But we already talked, and it was already confirmed that no one wanted to play for Garrett.
Okay,
Dak's dad told us that and confirmed it.
right, but I'm saying,
So
but these guys are still on the team.
next
but they're
argument.
still on the team, though.
We got rid of what's it, LaFleur?
LaFleur.
Didn't we just get rid of? I can't.
Mike Nolan.
The
Yeah.
long snapper.
Yeah.
LP
LP Ladder-Sword. No,
What are we trying to hate on him?
No, I'm saying he was a Garrett guy.
No, he was going all the way back to 05.
I like
Yeah,
that guy.
he's a Garrett. He was
He's not
been
really- he's
Garrett's
not
been with the Cowboys for how long?
Since 07.
Okay, but
He's
been around.
technically a Parcells guy.
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been around all the time. But what I'm saying is, let's let Mike get in here, get his guys in, implement his system.
Is Sean Lee gone? Because he's definitely a
Well,
Garrett guy.
so far we haven't heard anything, so that's all.
That's
I'm
good. That's
He's
good
gotta
news.
go. He's
That's
gotta
good
go.
news there.
He's got to go. I like what they're trying to do, man, defensively. They're trying to go out and get guys. I love the fact that I think it was you that mentioned it just a minute ago, Dan Quinn is adamant.
I want to ask Mr. Zod a question because I know he's
go
in
ahead.
on this. Mr. Zod, if you don't mind, at EA Sports GFW, get over there and follow that.
That's right.
Mr. Zod, I can call you that, right?
Yes, you
Mr.
can.
Zod.
Yes, you can.
Mr. Zod, I heard news that the guy that they signed, Mr. Neal,
Yes.
he is going to be playing a little bit. They say he's going to be playing a little bit of linebacker. And
Hybrid.
Okay. So the thinking is that LVE will go to middle linebacker. They're going to put Jalen on the so spread him out a little bit. And
there's some contrasting reports because some other people are saying that they're going to keep Jalen at the mic and keep LVE at the will, and then bring in Neal on different kind of situations. So his time will be split between safety and linebacker. But again, that's early. We don't know what's going to happen. We got to wait until training camp.
Why?
What? Why what?
Why would they split his time like that?
Because he's a hybrid. He can do both.
kind of like when Dion was here. Dion will play offense and defense.
Right,
You know, go out there and catch
He's
it.
a
No, but
positionless
guy.
Neil, and here's an interesting thing. They did the grade numbers on.
Shout out to you, Prime Time.
the
I was gonna
linebacker.
say, ain't nobody. I don't know. We compared this dude to Prime Time.
I'm just
but-
saying, nobody did it better than
So
Prime.
Neil had better numbers
Fact.
than all the linebacking core combined that the Cowboys had last year. So the guy.
But to me, that seems like deeper problem.
No,
Okay,
no.
so I can understand that this guy
So
has
we're
the
upgraded.
ability to play these two different positions, but that sounds like a really deep-rooted defensive problem.
Right, and we're doing something to fix it.
You mean like Tony Romo catching holding the football like that? That deep-rooted problem right there.
What is the
Your guy fumbled the snap is what she's talking about.
He had no business being there. Is what
we-
I'm trying to say.
That's not his fault.
Right, but what I'm
Why was he?
I'm,
Why was he?
I'm
If you
making
wanna-
the
hold on,
comparison.
Time out. Regardless,
We don't need
time
to
out,
do
time
that.
Out, hold on. Wait. I'm going to have to settle it because we don't blaspheme Tony Romo's name.
No,
Yes, you do.
I'm making the comparison of
That
Tony
wasn't
Romo.
that wasn't a problem until that moment. Tony Romo had been doing that beforehand because
Correct.
why? He was the backup quarterback and that was his job, and he had
But
done
when
it
he
perfectly.
became the starting quarterback,
when he-
and
and-
she should have never been there.
But regardless of
Again,
time
deeper
out.
problem.
No. Him being the starter had nothing to do because guess what? He was a starter since the middle point of that season, and he'd been doing every point after since then, and there was no problems. But yeah, at that moment, by the way, the football was switched. We got
My point is,
He still shouldn't have been there. But go
my
ahead.
point, correct. My point is, he shouldn't have been there, and there's a deep-rooted problem. If we need to
Well,
we need to
that's
have
why,
a
yeah.
hybrid.
Okay.
That's my point. It's
But Neil is not the. What does Neil have to do with what the problem was beforehand? You're getting mad over what we had bad linebackers.
No, I'm
last year.
We did have bad linebackers.
We did. We had bad.
But those same bad
but we
linebackers
also-
are coming
It's
back.
a deep-rooted problem is what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying, well, this is a thing to help change the problem and get better. Neil is coming in to help fix the problem, at least help for what we
That's
hope
not the
for.
solution. Is my point.
Why do you think that's not the solution? What would be the solution?
That, exactly what I just compared it to.
Tony, I don't know.
It can be part of the solution. I
I
definitely
really
so.
don't see how those two are the same.
It's a deep rooted issue, is what she's saying.
Yes.
It's more deep rooted.
So we're saying that
Hey,
because the linebacking
so
core is
Neil-
so terrible that
Correct. We have to have hybrid players.
I mean, let's be honest here. We're still hoisting up a guy who should not even be on the field anymore. Who, I mean, you touch him, he's
Jalen?
hurt. No, Sean
Sean,
Lee.
don't worry about it. He's gone.
Well, I mean, guys like you want him back
I
because
know. I never said that.
yeah, but Larry, you guys were still praising a couple years ago. I was like, get rid of him. No, we got to keep Sean. I mean, and you want
gone
him,
now. He's gonna
and,
become coach.
and you want him to be a coach, right?
What's wrong with him being a coach?
I don't mind him being
Billy,
a coach either.
Billy, what's a guy who's always hurt? How's he supposed to coach? What's he supposed to?
That's what most
What's he
coaches
supposed
are.
to do? What's he supposed
Most
to coach?
coaches are guys who didn't good at making.
Oh, he'll be in the training room helping guys that get hurt all the
not
time.
training room, film room.
Oh, okay. Well, because that's where he spent a lot of his
Anyway,
time
back
at.
to Neil, Keanu Neal. Now, the only downside, of course, is because injury. These are
Trying
all
to figure out what
the
he's
reason
gonna
why
do
you
here.
get them. The reason why you can get them at these prices, and that's that's what you do when you do the blue market specials. The blue light specials here is that they have an injury problem. So if they stay healthy, that's a good thing. But again, you have to account for injuries. Now, the other two guys are bringing in the two safeties, Malik Hooker and can you pronounce that guy's name?
Demontre KZ.
Casey. Yes, Casey. I can't say his name. I don't know.
I'll
why.
say it's a.
But anyway, those two are coming in,
Demontre
and
Casey.
we are hearing that the Cowboys have them in for physicals this week, today and tomorrow.
Yep.
Now, I think Casey has an appointment with the Lions, a meeting or something on Wednesday. But Cowboys, if the talks heat up,
Go
they
ahead, man. You
probably
don't-
won't
you
let him
And what do you
Listen.
think he's going to add to the team?
Listen, let me tell you something.
being a
You don't come
very
to
good safety.
you don't come to the Star and leave. You know,
No, that's right.
You don't come
That's
to the
right,
Star.
right.
You
Jared
stay.
not gonna let you.
Yeah, you know, we already got this thing
So,
drawn up. Don't
now,
worry about it.
the reason why I'm excited is because these two guys, they fill necessary holes on your defense so that you don't have to overdraft. It means
Right.
that you don't have to draft for position, which
Right.
is the worst thing to do in the draft.
You want best
wanna
player
draft
available.
best player available, so you're open at 10 for this year's draft. And again, that leads us up to Surtain, the Alabama cornerback,
I mean,
or
that boy's damn
Kyle
good.
Pitts,
He's
the
damn
tight
good.
end from Florida. So we got two SEC guys going at it for the number 10 position. Also, the offensive lineman Slater's also on there, so that he has an opportunity as well. So there's so many options. Because guess what? If they go offense, number 10 pick, I'm fine with that. If it's the best player available,
Mr.'s, if I may, and I can't call you that again,
No,
right?
but go ahead.
Okay.
you do it anyway.
EA.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. You were talking about the number 10 spot in the draft.
Yeah.
If you could please tell the people at home Who would you like to see the Dallas Cowboys take at number 10? I'll go over you next, Billy.
I'm very conflicted here. Okay.
Okay.
Because honestly, you do need to stir up that secondary regardless. And Surtain would. I mean, imagine Diggs and Surtain, the two Alabama cornerbacks who dominated the SEC, are now in your backfield, in your defensive backfield, just anchoring that shit for the next 4 or 5 years.
Wreaking havoc.
That would be insane. But then I see Kyle Pitts, and at first I wasn't on board. Like, oh, you can't go. Why are you going to go for a tight end? It's too. We already got so many weapons. And this guy could be
That'd be a wasted pick.
But this guy could be a once in a generation.
If he's in the second round, take him. But I wouldn't waste my first round.
No. He's not gonna get past.
Oh well, then we just need to focus on defense.
Listen,
this draft needs to be strictly defense.
Once in a generation talent at tight end. This could be a next.
We got
Gronk.
a once in a generation receiver.
We got Gronk here.
No, we don't need that anymore. You can't, because now then that would be defeating the purpose of drafting CeeDee Lamb.
Why?
What was your purpose of drafting CeeDee Lamb? Because he was a generational.
You did it, so you
generate. Yeah, but you're generation.
Going somewhere. With
You got a generational talent already with him.
Right.
You don't need two generational talent.
Why not? Talent?
Why would you?
The more talent you have,
Hold on.
Talent acquisition. I told you.
Whoa. You got Zeke needing the football. You got Amari Cooper needing the football. You got CeeDee Lamb needing the football.
That's a good problem to have.
It's an excellent problem.
But it's different. Hold on, but it's real interesting to me. We're gonna go back to the Mavericks real quick. That y'all think it's good and healthy for the Cowboys, but not good and healthy for Luka and KP. I don't understand. It don't make any sense to me.
First of all, why are we bringing
because
up the Mavericks?
what he's saying is the same exact thing. He's saying you don't want all that talent on there.
It's not that you don't want all the talent. That I don't get why.
Everybody's gonna be fighting over getting the ball. That's correct.
The offense is fine. You need to fix the defense.
Correct.
We know the defense is bad.
So let me tell you something. First of
You
all,
want to come over this side?
football is different in terms of that when you have a offense with that many weapons,
you're unstoppable.
Defenses,
you're unstoppable.
Really? Basketball's not unstoppable.
Didn't the Patriots go undefeated? No. They didn't go.
They lost.
Okay, right. They had all the talent in the world on the team, right?
Did they really?
They rated them
Are we
off.
talking about this year?
They had a good.
What you talking about? What year are you talking about?
The year they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
The year they went to the Super Bowl,
Lost to the
undefeated,
Giants.
and lost to the Giants.
They had. It
didn't equal. It didn't get me a Super Bowl. It didn't get me a Super Bowl.
No, it didn't.
It didn't give me a Super Bowl.
That's fine. But I mean, that was like one of the luckiest Super Bowls of all time.
Yeah, and also people consider that one of the, the Patriots still like they should have won that.
Did it get? I don't get it. I don't care about shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
You're picking like the once in a lifetime.
What other team you want to go to?
It's like Avengers.
What other team you want to go to that had talent? Hell, Minnesota Vikings had Chris Carter and Randy Moss. What Super Bowl they win?
Yeah, they didn't have everything though. It didn't work.
They had Chris Carter. That's two people you just throw the ball up to and somebody go get it.
Hold on, let me ask you this. When you have all that talent on your offense, you do know what that does to the opposing defenses, because who are they going to do? Because you're going to have to double CD. Then you might have to send somebody over to cover Amari. Then you have to somebody cover Gallup. Then you're going to leave somebody wide fucking.
And if you want to guard,
so why didn't that happen last year?
Why didn't it happen for the Chiefs?
Well, I mean,
why didn't it happen last year?
We had all that talent last year.
Offensive line issues.
You have. What are we talking
about?
these
are the things.
Did we forget 2020?
Okay, you see this right here? See this one right here? This is what I'm making. You had offensive line issues. You getting ready to race the draft pick on a position that you are. What's wrong with Dalton Schultz? He did nothing wrong.
No, time out.
He's not this guy.
We don't need that guy. You got Dalton Schultz.
But wait. Again, I'm not saying we should go straight for Kyle Pitts. I'm just very
first off, he ain't gonna even beat her at 10. Let's get that out.
You don't know?
No, he's not gonna beat her because
but let's say
Miami needs somebody to throw the football to. Cincinnati needs somebody to throw the football to.
Yeah, I got you.
So he won't even beat her at 10. We can get that out the way.
Okay, but fine. But also, what about the offensive lineman? Would you not want an offensive lineman? One of the best offensive linemen in this draft, Slater. That dude is.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about don't go for no damn tight end with the number 10 pick.
I'm saying I'm very tempted. There are three things.
I don't care. You got other issues you need to fix.
Look, man, I'm telling you, first and foremost, defensively, you need linebackers, right? You need cornerbacks. This is a draft that is full of linebackers and cornerbacks. Okay?
Mitch Daniel, go take Surtain at number 10. Thank you.
That's fine. I like Surtain too. But what I'm telling you is if you can get a 6'6" guy who walks in immediately, he walks into those doors in Frisco and he automatically, day one, is your best tight end.
You know what? See, you and him, what's going to happen
is... No,
hold on. Because we know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to draft Cal Pitsy or
You're
whatever.
familiar with his name.
Pitsy or whatever. And what's gonna happen is somebody gonna get burned out there on the field. Then you're gonna be here crying. Well, you know what? We should have worked on defense in the draft. We should have fixed it. We should have got this. You especially. You got buyer's remorse all the time. You got buyer's remorse all the time.
Don't worry about it. You know what's gonna happen?
What's that?
80-yard drive.
Oh, that's what it is.
80-yard drive. That's what.
Listen,
you
hold on, time out.
Remember that.
Of all people, you should be excited because your quarterback, the guy you fought so hard for to get that contract, right?
I got it done too.
This is the toy that he needs.
He got the toys he needs.
He needs all the toys.
He got it. We paid Amari. We paid. We got CD. You got Zeke.
I don't know. You're talking about Gallup being traded.
Yeah, well, that's your guy. That's your guy. If they do get Pitsy, you can kiss Michael Gallup goodbye because he's never gonna see the football.
I could kiss Amari goodbye.
Who's gonna take a hamstring? Who's gonna take a hamstring guy off your?
Amari ain't going nowhere.
I would move Amari before I move any of those other guys.
Oh, you would?
You would move Amari before you move Michael.
You have a number one CD already.
Absolutely.
Okay, and Michael Gallup is just.
But that guy there, that's your possession receiver right there. When you need a play, that's the guy that go get it for you.
Who?
It's Amari Cooper. He go get you something.
Don't even worry.
I'm not that.
What are you? Are you saying
blasphemy that's coming out of your mouth?
Are you saying he don't?
I'm
he don't come up in those moments?
Hold on, Walt. Can we tell Kat to bookmark this right here so we can play this in a couple months?
Oh, you don't have to.
And show it to
Make sure you quote me on what I'm saying.
You don't have to.
Listen, all I'm saying.
This will be chopped this up.
Listen, all I'm saying. Listen, you can't go wrong with those three players I just mentioned. And I think the Cowboys
take a tight end at number 10. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
This is no ordinary tight end.
Here said that.
Listen, I wasn't on board with the Pitts thing either. I was a certain guy all the way, but I was looking into it. I'm like,
how you go from not wanting CeeDee Lamb to all of a sudden want a tight end this year? You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You opened my eyes. You opened my eyes. You opened my eyes last year. Remember? Because remember last season I was about go defense.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
And guess what? Was a good thing we did.
I don't need you messing my offense. I got this offense over here.
Right, but where's our problem at as the Dallas Cowboys?
Defense.
Why are we even having this argument?
Well, hold on, sir, before you go, because finally somebody with some stake in here is probably going to come
in. Oh, that's bullshit because I've been taking up.
No, I'm talking about somebody who's going to come in here and drop some understanding of what's here. Right now, because join us right now in the studio, come in here, help us solve this debate, because you two are obviously.
Let me be the one to ask the question.
Me and Lindsay got something cooking here. Me and Lindsay got something cooking here.
No, it's not good.
And you two are lost.
It's without seasoning. It's without seasoning over there.
That's a lie, because I got flavor to me.
No,
it's
without seasoning over
there. We're gonna find the real answer here.
Can I ask him the question? Because the way you tend to word things, man, you kind of.
I leave it. Okay, all right. Well, joining us now at Tobosh10 on Twitter. Get over there and follow. They talk guys, sports, porn, and apparently they go fishing over there too. But go over there and get their follow account. I'm gonna just step back. Go ahead.
Boss, first off, I'm glad you're here, man, because hopefully you'll be the one that can speak some reason in this room right now. Because this guy, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. Yeah, there's nothing reasonable about what he's.
What do you mean? He's made the most logical sense.
He has made zero logic,
and that's coming for a lot for me to say about Walt.
Listen, me and my guy, Mr. Azad here, are talking about the Cowboys in the draft, right?
Okay. Getting into with that
Assuming at number 10, okay, we know the Cowboys need defense. We know Patrick Surtain is the name that's being thrown around.
I'm going to start that question off with that sentence.
No, because it's the truth. We know that we need defense. Having said that, we also are hearing all these rumblings about Kyle Pitts. I don't think he's going to be there. But if he is there at number 10, what are we doing? Are you going to be mad if we go and get Kyle Pitts to add to this football team?
A once-in-generational talent.
Well, first of all, how we doing, guys?
How we doing?
It's a lovely day talking about NFL draft stuff. Kyle Surtain's dad's been in the league for a long time. And he made it an offspring. Or Patrick Surtain, excuse me. So Surtain is still available, right?
Right.
Yeah, Surtain is available.
Here's your thing. So the main thing I was saying is that you got a chance between Slater, Pitts, and Surtain, and I said Surtain might really where you want to go. You get the Alabama backfield, but Kyle Pitts is a once-in-generational talent at tight end.
You can get another one.
I would be very tempted to go for it.
So, I think Jane Slater, though, she's amazing, and if she fell in my lap at number 10, then that just replace all the other.
That's not the same Slater.
Yeah. Oh, we ain't talking about that Slater?
No, not that Slater.
Sorry, Jane.
Offensive linemen.
Oh, football. Okay.
Sean.
So outside of James Slater being at number 10, as far as any one of those guys, I think that you can't go wrong and you won't go wrong, especially if you're, of course, drafting for need versus the Lamborghini in the room.
Right.
I think that Pitt's right
Which one
now.
is need?
Pitt, the lineman.
Exactly.
In the
Line-
quarterback,
I think
Exactly
the lineman in the corner
Or the
your
needs.
needs.
Right.
But you said right now that if you got the Lamborghini in the room,
If somebody gave me the keys to a Lamborghini driving around Dallas with those potholes, I probably would pass on it. But living in the suburbs like I do, no. Well, I think that I would
HOA
probably,
out there, man.
Boy, you got to fight against them. I can't put an American flag in my damn yard. No, but for if he did land there though, I mean, just like CD Lamb, that was amazing. You see what the impact that he brought for us. I think that Pitts will be just another perfect and glamorous addition to the team. That, I mean, if you think about it, Dak was going to put up 6,000 yards last year, pre-injury, right?
right?
I mean,
Right. So why
let's
would we
just-
even need Pitts then?
But let's just keep.
Well, why?
Let's just keep adding those weapons for your quarterback.
So we gonna get rid of Gallup to get Pitts?
Well, no, I'm not getting rid of Gallup.
No, somebody
we
he's
all
gone.
Stop, we all
He's
stopped this
gone.
Gallup
He's gone.
shit.
They get pissed. He's gone.
Well, I'm
Okay.
saying, but they ain't gonna keep all of them.
Okay, so I need y'all to stop this Gallup shit.
I like
Thank you.
Gallup, but
Thank
I'm
you.
saying you ain't gonna get Pitts.
Get him out of
win
here.
some.
Get him out of here.
So y'all are getting rid of y'all's most reliable weapon at receiver.
I don't wanna get
so that
rid
we
of
can
him.
get a tight end that looks like him.
No, I don't want to
Thank
get
you.
rid of Gallup, but I'm saying if you get Pitts, you don't think they're gonna get rid of Gallup?
No,
There's no point of keeping Gallup at that point.
There's a point because he's gonna allow you to underpay him. That's just what he's gonna do, because to me Gallup reminds me a little bit of Jordan Lewis. If you're talking about paying your guys, because Jordan Lewis took a little bit of money when he could have gone for more.
Oh
He's
no,
undersized,
Michael
he's
Gallup's
undersized.
Michael Gallup's not staying here to take a pay cut.
Okay, you know what? Which camera? This is right here?
Yeah.
Michael Gallup, if you and your agent are watching right now, first of all, thank you for
Don't
watching.
take a pay cut. Don't give
Don't take a pay cut.
Don't take
bro.
any
Like,
discounts, Mike.
I'm telling you right now, you're a valuable football player to this team. They know that shit. The media knows that shit. And then like other people that are around watches your game, and we understand how much and how important you are to this team. But
Somebody said, what if Micah Parsons is there at 10?
no.
Negative.
I'm not taking Michael Parsons at 10. That's too high for him. I would say this. Listen, you're picking at 10. Unless the Cowboys trade down, which that's a quite the possibility as well.
Stay at 10 and take Surtain.
If you're staying at 10, I want an impact player that's worthy of the 10th pick.
if Surtain is impact, if Pitts is impact, and I'm good with the lineman. You can kind of put him to the wayside a little bit.
I feel like I can go get another.
I can go get a lineman.
Get that second round.
There's a whole bunch of
Third,
linemen.
fourth.
You
You got 7 rounds, guys. We'll figure it out.
So
The big meetings I'm good with.
So then Pitts is. So you're looking at it. You can't go wrong.
Skill player. Listen, they're skill players.
Yeah.
Skill players are really, really hard to come by,
And they help you
be
win football
dominant.
games.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so here's the.
We got skill. We got skill.
We have so much time now. This is all elevated because Caleb Farley, from Virginia Tech, he had that Tony Romo back injury.
No. Take his name off the
No,
list.
no,
that's why
I don't want his
he's
name.
not
No, I better not hear his name nowhere near
I
the
know.
draft.
Well, he is now dropping off most boards.
Yeah,
right now.
we ain't drafted
He has
nobody
a
with no
ton-
type of back, leg, arm, sinus infections, none of that. I don't want none of that on
It's
this
gone.
team.
Don't
I'll
worry,
give
he's
him a
gone.
fourth
He's been
round
falling.
if
So,
he's
with
available.
that said,
No.
Surtain has kind of pushed up now at number 10 as the guy that's most likely if the Cowboys do go by corners.
Because he played at Alabama, of course, and then he has the pedigree. He has both of the things you want in a corner. Like his dad played that position and was damn good at it.
And
you mean to tell me basically the Jalen Brunson of the NFL?
pretty much.
He hasn't been playing too good lately, so I don't know if that's.
7 games. I mean, you know what? Your number 2 player should be carrying the load anyway in the first place. So your number 3 and 4 players shouldn't have to be number 2. But that's
you pointing
another
at me?
topic for another damn segment in this damn show.
Well, you missed it. We talked about that earlier, but this guy here, he's already turned his back on KP. I think you pretty much predicted that.
I just did not like the temper tantrum he threw.
Try to tell you,
I know in a
gotta
blowout
listen.
win. That's
That
that was very Terrell Owens like, and we didn't.
Whoa,
do that.
hold on. See, there you go, man. Why you got to bring T.O. into this?
Because
dog?
T.O. is a little anyway.
T.O. ball.
But draft picks though.
Oh, but we can't talk about Tony Romo, huh?
Nope.
Oh,
Because T.O. lied.
sensitive ass.
But draft picks though.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. You said he lied? Didn't Patrick Creighton come in here and confirm?
Wait, hold time out.
Oh, you call him Patrick Creighton lied?
No, because on TV, Terrell Owens lied because he first said Ed Warder lied about that report, and in the NBC postgame goes, Ed Warder and his lies, and then all of a sudden later on, he admitted that the whole thing that Ed Warder reported was true. So therefore, T.O. kind of lied. Anyway, back to the Cowboys.
Jesus Christ.
Now, 12 hours that we got here, what do you think of
Stephen Jones
Lindsay's
lies
been very
all the time.
negative right now in this segment.
I'm not. Hold on.
So
Let
we're
me
talking
clarify.
about our
Well,
additions
she's been
of
a Cowboy fan longer than you have.
Keanu.
So she's not lying.
That's not true.
I
Keanu
know
Neal.
it is true.
She's older than you.
And you started watching Cowboys when 5 years ago.
Oh,
06.
So hold on,
That's like
before you
15
finish your
years.
statement, I
good
haven't been
solid 15
negative.
years,
What
by
I
the way.
said was,
I'm gonna
as
have
a
to
Dallas
agree with
Cowboys fan, we have never in our life had ever problem going out and getting talent. But the problem comes to play, and I know you're going to argue 'cause you're a Garrett dude, but we always have the talent and never do shit with them. So I'm never concerned about the drafts and all this stuff because it really depends on how, the offensive scheme, defensive scheme works with the head coach. So I don't ever get excited about draft picks because we always get the talent, just never do anything
So
with
she's
it.
not too happy about us talking about Keanu Neal.
But again, CeeDee Lamb is doing exactly that for you. Dak Prescott is doing exactly that for you. Dez Bryant did it. Zeke Elliott did it.
for a little bit.
Zach did it. Jason Witten did it.
Point.
I mean,
right? We always have the talent.
Sean Lee
When's the
didn't
last
do it.
time we had any chance at a Super Bowl?
You can't blame those talented players for that.
I'm not blaming the players. That's not what I'm blaming.
She's blaming coaching.
Because I did hear you bring up Jason Garrett.
Yeah, I'm blaming the coaching.
If you're going to bring
100%.
up bring up Jason Garrett, then you might as well stick to the front office type shit and continue to blame them.
DeMarco Murray
It's not
didn't
about
do
the
it.
players. They're giving you the players. They're just not letting the players do what they do
Tony Romo
because
didn't
they're
do it.
fucking up at the top. That's football.
I disagree with that because then how did Jimmy Johnson do what he did? Because he was a good football coach.
No, because they had no.
And he stood up to Jerry
No,
Jones.
no, because he had no salary cap. They had
you.
they drafted like crazy.
Would you pull
they
him
built
out of you?
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
Okay, then why didn't fucking anybody else?
Barry
do that?
Switzer took that same
Barry
team
Switzer
and
did
won.
Jimmy's. That was Jimmy's team.
Exactly.
So why didn't Wade Phillips do it?
So time out.
Why didn't your boy Bill Parcells do it?
Lindsay, you
That's
know
my guy.
things
That's
change.
my guy right
Things
there.
change,
No,
by the way.
No, man,
My guy.
y'all listen.
No.
By the way, if
pull
Jimmy was
Jimmy
so
Johnson-
great,
listen.
why did he do what he did in Miami as the head coach of the Dolphins? Tell me. Why didn't when he went to Miami? Why didn't he create that dynasty? You know why? Because the salary cap was imposed, and they didn't have to. They didn't have back in the '90s.
couldn't
You could
stop all
pay
that talent.
anybody, and they had the number one. You know, the '90s Cowboys was more than the triplets. That their defense was number one, and yet they didn't get. They got Pro Bowl
Had a
snub.
good line,
All of
too.
them. They were
Emmitt
dominant.
Smith
Charles
probably
Haley
got that
brought in there.
Well, then I'm not trying to have a conversation to argue about Jimmy Johnson's
Actually, you
stats.
know what?
But what
Okay.
I'm saying is, until we have another that can implement the what's the
We
word
did.
I say?
We
The
did.
regimen.
And we did, and he fumbled, and we were going to the Super Bowl that year, but the
What
player
I'm
fumbled the
saying-
snap at the 1 yard line, and then Parcells was like, "I'm out of here. I'm done. I quit."
How's that even relevant to being true? That's not even
Because-
close to being true.
I
How
know.
come?
Because for one, that wasn't the NFC Championship game.
Not
Oh,
at
they would
all.
have went to Super Bowl. that
Not
year.
even close.
They were going to win. Did they play? Seattle went to the Super Bowl that year.
No, they
didn't.
No, they did. You're right. They did.
The coaching staff can't do anything
What are
with
we
the talent.
revisionist history? Is
That's
like
07 they went.
It's like dominoes.
Sean, I'm thinking
That
Sean
shit just gets
Alexander. That's the Sean Alexander
That
year
shit
they
just
went.
gets shuffled around, bro.
I know. I was sitting here hearing it. And I'm like, what? No, it's not
What are you
it.
doing?
Anyway,
First
back
of all,
to, anyway.
because for one,
Can we get back to 2021?
right? But to help your point though,
Yeah.
just destroy that whole thing. That whole franchise should have won 5 straight Super Bowls
Yeah.
anyway. But your owner and your head coach want to go get drunk and start arguing. So
That's
it
what
has
happened.
nothing to
It
do
was
with
stupid.
It has nothing to do with players on the field.
It really didn't.
Year in and year out, you will get those players on the field, dog. Which is
What do you mean we've always had the talent every year?
Year in and year
not-
out, you
not
will get
2000
those
to
talents.
2000.
Oh my God! that was a terrible year.
Besides 2009, when your owner and GM decided to draft for fucking special teams
Yeah,
and
bro.
gave you 2 kickers.
David Bueller.
Bro, I promise you, nobody's agonized more over this shit than I have. I just stayed silent, bro, because I
right, well,
kind of.
Let's get to the present. Because what we were trying to do was
Got a
just
little stock in the
discuss
Cowboys, don't
the Stefan's additions during free agency. And a lot of people were angry that we didn't get in from the beginning, which I was happy with because I don't like the first round of free agency because you're overpaying. But they did make some moves, and they're about to make some moves with the 2 safeties coming in for a visit. And, of course, they got the hybrid safety linebacker, Keanu Neal. What are your thoughts on it, Tovaj?
He makes okay movies. I think that the one with Constantine, I thought he was pretty good in it.
Wrong.
I don't think
That's
the same
Keanu. That's Keanu Reeves.
Oh, it's Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Neal, the linebacker / hybrid safety
So
from
the movie about when Jordan.
Keanu Reeves fan anyway.
Well, no,
Matrix.
there was another good movie where he was in it, where he was the cat.
that's
Jordan
Keen
Peele was
Peele.
trying to
That's
say-
Keen
Oh
Peele.
wait, didn't Keanu Reeves do Speed?
He did.
Oh yeah, I do like those movies.
Yeah,
That's the one down the bus
when
when
I
the
was-
bombs on it, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
Wrong
Besides
guy.
being an outside linebacker and a safety at the same time, which is kind of weird, I think that he does great movies, but at the same time, Cowboys are looking at need there.
Yeah.
It's good to look at need in free agency, but it's also important to keep your eyes on that same position in the draft too.
Yep.
That also helps you attack whatever you know what you have to do. Say another CeeDee Lamb falls in your lap. Now you're like, well, we got this safety that we just went and got. In fact, we got 2 safety that we pretty much went and looked at. So we allowed number 10. We allowed the cornerback to fall in our lap. We allowed Pitts to fall in our our lap, and we were happy with that pick.
Right.
Totally agree. And these guys over here just.
No, it just is what it is.
Listen, it's hard to convince me and Lindsay right now. You know, we're just not.
Look at you.
We're just not sold.
I understand Lindsay. I don't get
It's
you.
not sold.
What I'm pointing out about Kyle Pitts is, okay, I don't think he's going to be there at 10, but if he is there at 10 and you get him,
Okay, so the same exact thing that
EA
happened
knows
with CD.
it. EA knows it.
I don't know that will happen. But if it does, I'll take him. I'm not going to be Boo Boo the fool and pass on Kyle Pitts.
Honestly,
If he's there,
I'm happy.
We
he's
can
mine.
come here. We
I'm
can get
happy.
talent. Ain't
I'm
shit
happy
gonna
either
happen.
way. I would be happy either way. I'll be like, okay, now if they go do some crazy shit like sometimes they do, and they're there and they trade down, and I'm like, what the fuck are you
Take
doing?
some random guy.
That's when I'll be upset. But then that's why it's going to be. I hope Jerry's doing it again on his yacht, because apparently when he's on the yacht,
Well, EA, know EA knows this. You weren't here for this, but I take care of the offense. You guys worry about the defense. I handle the offense. The offense is good. We don't need to add any.
Okay, Will Patton over there.
We don't need to.
Yotes.
Yeah. You just gotta take care of the. Nah, I'll be Denzel. You worry about your defense. I'll take care of my offense.
Okay, all right.
But let's take a break because when we come back, we got to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart right now, and